Well, I'll tell you a story that happened to me. One day as I went down to Yao by the sea, the sun it was hot and the day it was warm. Says I, a quick pint wouldn't do me no harm. I went into an ale house and ordered a stout. Said the barkeep to me, the beer's all sold out. Try whiskey, young Patty, 10 years in the wood. Says I'll have cider, I hear that it's good. But I never, no never, no never again. If I live to be 100 or 110. I fell to the ground and I could not get up after drinking a quart of that Johnnie jump up. Well, after my third, I went out to the yard where I ran into Brophy, the big civic guard. Come here to me, boy, don't you know I'm the law? So I spit on my fist and I shattered his jaw. Well, he fell to the ground, his knees doubled up. 'Twas not me that what hit him was the Johnnie jump up. The next thing I met with down here by the sea was a cripple on crutches, and says he to me, I'm afraid for me life, I'll be hit by a cart. Would you help me across to the highwayman's bar? But after a taste of that cider so sweet, he threw down those crutches and danced on his feet. But I never, no never, no never again. If I live to be 100 or 110. I fell to the ground and I could not get up after drinking a quart of that Johnnie jump up. Well, I went down to Leroy, a friend for the sea, and they call it the madhouse in Court by the Lee. But when I did see him, the truth I will tell, they had the poor bugger locked up in a cell. And the guard tested him, say these words if you can, around the rugged rock the ragged rascal ran. Tell them I'm not crazy, tell them I'm not mad. It was only a sip of that cider I had. But I never, no never, no never again. If I live to be 100 or 110. I fell to the ground and I could not get up after drinking a quart of that Johnnie jump up. Well, a man died in Union by the name of McNabb, and they dressed him all up and laid him out on a slab. And after his measurements O'Connor did take, his wife took him home to a bloody fine wake. Well, the clock it was 12 and the beer it was high, and the corpse he sat up and he said with a sigh, I can't get to heaven, they won't let me up till I bring them a quart of that Johnnie jump up. But I never, no never, no never again. If I live to be 100 or 110. I fell to the ground and I could not get up after drinking a quart of that Johnnie jump up. But I never, no never, no never again. If I live to be 100 or 110. I fell to the ground and I could not get up after drinking a quart of that Johnnie jump up.